You must be at least 18 years of age to listen to the following podcast.
Hi, I'm Robert Black, and this is Sexual Heroes, and I'm here with David Pevsner.
Hi, guys.
David and I just shot, David shot.
I shot a lot, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. And we shot a scene for our own personal content pages.
OnlyFans for me.
And JustFor.Fans for me. And I was just looking at the wrong spot there. I should know better.
I know, I'm like, we're such professionals.
Yeah. Of scene.
Yeah.
And tell them about that.
I've never done an edging scene, like a real edging scene.
And what's edging?
Edging is when you kind of do cock play, but you kind of keep the sexual energy going inside of you, but you don't come. Right. You don't go over the edge, as they say. And that involves not only with the cock, but also body, anything that's sensitive that you can kind of up the sexual ante, but you just don't come. So you allow yourself to be manipulated,
to keep that sexual energy going.
Keep the sexual energy going.
Yeah. So a lot of guys will edge for hours and hours, and then they'll deny themselves the ability to ejaculate, pick up on another day, and just continue and just keep doing that. And they like keeping that sexual energy in. And so how was it?
It was fun. Well, first of all, I hadn't had it. It was also part massage video. And I haven't had a massage in 1,000 years, so that felt really good. Since COVID, even though we're kind of on the upswing, there hasn't been a lot of opportunity to touch. Yeah. So that's always a welcome thing. And then, when I do my OnlyFans editing photos and videos and everything, I edge, I do, to kind of keep that sexual thought going, to keep my kind of libidinous mind racing.
And I also got to restrain David.
Yeah. So. And I like restraints.
Yeah, you did seem to take to that like that. You've done it before.
I've done that before.
It was obvious. Yeah.
But chains, not a lot with chains, mostly with ropes.
Yeah. I like chains. They're noisy. I like the sound. And it's easy, quick and easy when you just want to get the job done. Yeah.
And then kind of pushed it in a little bit more of a aggressive direction rather than, smooth and massagey, which was great. Yeah. But then when it got a little more aggressive, then,
You like that.
I did like that. That's kind of what made me, in the end, go over the edge.
Yeah. I didn't quite realize that, but it was pretty obvious. Anything you want to tell people about your upcoming projects or where they can find you or anything?
Well, you can find me. My OnlyFans stuff is Real Guy LA, so onlyfans.com/realguyla. And I try to do lots of fun, interesting, sexy, XXX to erotic to artsy to funny stories, photos, videos. I try to kind of change it up so that it's really, so it just keeps the creativity going, but it's expressed in a sexual way. And that's always been, ever since I wrote my book, which is called Damn Shame, a memoir of desire, defiance, and show tunes. It's kind of my story, but told through the lens of body shame, sexuality, and ageism.
Ageism.
Yes. And so what I'm finding with all the work that I've been doing, whether it's on, here with Robert or with my book or speaking about it, signing it, I'm on a mission to alleviate shame, to embrace your fantasies, to kind of, don't feel weird or bad or icky about your urges, I'm also a mainstream entertainer. I'm also a public personal organizer, but it's been very important for me to talk freely and blatantly about this kind of stuff because there's just too much shame attached to sexuality, our fantasies, and we're also older guys doing this, and to let people know that it's only over if you decide it's over.
Right. That reminds me of something. And why did I not take my shirt off? I was supposed to take my shirt off.
Oh, there you go.
There. See?
Da-da-da-da-da. Yay.
Okay. So somebody said the other day, and I've heard it before. I've heard this comment before. Some comment about, another one doing Just for Fans, another one doing an OnlyFans, or these older guys in Palm Springs are all doing it. They're not making any money. Like, they're so past all that. And then I also hear comics, right? Stand-up comedians. Mm-hmm. They make jokes about, another one doing an OnlyFans. Right. Or podcasting. They make jokes about people podcasting. Another one doing a podcast. And
another comedian standing up in front of a stage and disparaging people.
Exactly. My thought is...
I love stand-up comedians, right. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, me too. I love stand-up. The more, the better. And when somebody says, there's a new book, people don't go, ugh, another book. There's so many books in the world. Yeah. Who needs one more book? Or, there's a new movie. We've already got plenty of movies.
I think part of it too, the fact that things like podcasts and OnlyFans, etc., they are such opportunities. They're platforms,
right?
And
for creativity
and opinions. Mm-hmm. Because when I see what's happening politically in this world, when I think about this, all the stuff talking in my book about shame and how it affects people and stuff, it makes me want to explode. Yeah. Because I take it all very much internally. So when you have something like a podcast or you have an OnlyFans, you can externalize your feelings about stuff. You don't have to listen. You don't have to buy the page. You don't have to subscribe. It's for the people who want to. So if you can say there are too many podcasts, that's fine.
Yeah.
But your podcast is your specific one.
Right.
And you have something to say different from everybody else. Same thing with my OnlyFans page. I do it differently than a lot of people do it. Mm-hmm. It's not for everybody, but for the people who it's for, they love it. And I love doing it.
And there's no end point to podcasting and content creation. It's going to keep going on.
It's going to keep going on, and I do agree that that it's good to try to find something that's different, mm-hmm. or has a different, like a podcast about sex. Okay, well, there are a bunch of podcasts about sex, but what is your specific, yours is Sexual Heroes.
Yeah.
So you talk to people specifically who have engaged in something publicly that will hopefully open people's minds and eyes to whatever aspect of sex. Mm-hmm. And that's a very specific thing. That's a reason, because he talks to some very interesting people, including me. we did one. And he's a really good interviewer. And so you're going to get something probably better from him on this subject matter than from a lot. But that's your choice, to listen or not.
But I would say if you are thinking about doing a podcast, or you want to create a page on Just for Fans or OnlyFans, do it. Do it. There's room for more. Just do it. And doesn't matter how old you are.
Absolutely. And when they do make the joke about, so-and-so's on OnlyFans, I always think, well, good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
Because whatever they're doing, they run the gamut. It's not everybody getting fucked and getting fisted on OnlyFans. Right. OnlyFans, they run the gamut in terms of what people want to show. Sometimes it's just music.
And as far as, comments about people not making money at it, podcasting is quite difficult to make money at, especially. But who cares? If the person creating it is getting pleasure out of creating, just like an artist painting, then great.
You don't do art to get paid, but it's great when you get paid to do art.
Exactly.
But you do the process of it, and then hopefully people will come and look at it.
Right.
Like I make some money on OnlyFans,
mm-hmm.
But it's not the reason why I started it in the first. When I started it, I didn't even charge.
Yeah.
But the reason I do is because I've gotten much more explicit. I really work hard on these videos and photos and stories, and
it's time consuming, and there's a lot of work that goes into it.
And then I also figured, I do it for the people who are on OnlyFans. Like, I don't want my videos necessarily on Pornhub or this or that, because I make them for a specific audience, for people who really want to be there. And charging a subscription allows for that. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's excellent. We have a good time.
Well, let me show you this. He
No,
likes that.
I do like that a
I
lot.
learned that today.
Just really squeeze it. And not just that, like, ow, oh, yeah. Boy.
If you want to see more of that, then you got to go on JustFor.Fans or OnlyFans. Okay.
Coming up.
Well, we'll post your links in the show notes.
Oh, great.
And that's it.
Thanks, Robert. And By Damn Shame, a memoir of desire, defiance, and show tunes. Rate and review it on Amazon.
The link will be in the show notes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Season 6 podcast episodes are specially edited versions of in-person interviews available on my YouTube channel. Links for the channel and my guest are included in the show notes. All my links can be found at robertblack.one. Thanks for listening.